All right, there's a big developing story coming in from Pakistan where the Panama case verdict, the Supreme Court of Pakistan order to made JIT and order PM Nawaz and his two sons to appear in front of the JIT. The Supreme Court orders the JIT to investigate how money transferred to Qatar. Prime Minister Hassan Hussein to appear before the JIT. 8 offshore companies were reported to have links with the family of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and his brother. Well, let's take our viewers through the latest that we're getting in. Now, the Supreme Court in Pakistan today heard the high-profile Panama Papers case involving the country's Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif and his family. Now, the case essentially seeks disqualification of 67-year-old Sharif over his alleged misstatement in his address to the nation on the April 5th and his speech before the National Assembly on May 16th, 2016.
Well, you rightly pointed out that the saga is not concluded for, the Sharif family. Definitely, they will have to appear before a joint interrogation team. And the Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, his both son Hassan and Hussein, are required to appear before the joint interrogation team. But I can tell you the moment is before this historic judgment, the rumors were going the rounds here in Islamabad capital that maybe the Supreme Court is going to de-notify Nawaz Sharif. It's going to de-seat the Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. So definitely these were the major, the threat for the ruling Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz, but it's over now. So definitely this is the main thing that has given a chance to the PML, Nawaz Sharif, to celebrate the victory. But as you have rightly pointed out, a joint interrogation team has been constituted by the Supreme Court of Pakistan, and one thing more important is 5 judges heard this historic Panama case.
All right, Kashmir, once again, for the benefit of our viewers, there seems to be, at least by the face of what we are getting in and the information that is filtering in, a breather coming in for Nawaz Sharif. Could you give us exactly what transpired, how the 5-judge bench was split over it? Can you give us those details which work out in favor of Mr. Nawaz Sharif?
Well, you have rightly pointed out, as I was telling you, 5 judges heard the case and 3 judges were in favor of Nawaz Sharif. They strongly protested and they strongly given, the verdict in favor of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. But 2 of the other judges, Justice Gulzar and Justice Mr. Khosa, they tried to convince the other fellow judges to de-notify Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif. But as you correctly pointed out, that the judges at the bench was split and 3 went in favor of Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, and this is the main point that the ruling party is going to celebrate the victory. And also another most important point is the 5 judges the formulated the joint interrogation team, and definitely the Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif along with his son will have to appear before the joint interrogation team. But I tell you the moment this is a win-win situation for the opposition and also for the ruling party. But the rumors were doing the round made before the the historic judgment. But this is now Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif is going to be the Prime Minister until 2018.
All right, Kashmir, just stay on with us. Let's bring in Executive Editor Gaurav Sawant, who's joining us from the newsroom as well at this point of time. Gaurav, with what we are getting in, initial news filtering in, it's a breather for Nawaz Sharif. The 5-bench judge was split there. So a joint investigative team is in place, a 2-month period given to them to come up with what they investigate. But having said that, put this in perspective. Pakistan goes to election in a year's time. What are these developments? How are they going to impact that?
So it's a respite for Nawaz Sharif, a breather, but he's weakened, politically considerably weakened. 60 days is what he has. But the army, as always, pulls the strings. And now this last 1 year that he has before elections, he'll be a lame duck prime minister.
Yes.
Because as far as China policy or India policy is concerned, clearly it is, the army that anyways calls the strings. Now, Nawaz Sharif can't dare fall out of line with whatever the army is saying because he has the sword of the Panama Papers hanging over his head. It's a 3-2 verdict. 2 judges wanted him disqualified. There are papers that talk about the wealth that his family has. His daughter Mariam and the two sons, they're directors in companies overseas, and here we're talking about billions of dollars stashed abroad. So in an election year, Nawaz Sharif can't just afford to fall out of line with the army.
So clearly, Gaurav, what you're saying is that this next year, practically Nawaz Sharif is going to be functioning with one arm tied behind his back.
Well, he's a lame duck prime minister in more ways than one. He did start off on a very, very strong footing, reaching out to Prime Minister Narendra Modi in India. As far as the India-Pakistan policy was concerned, he tried to reach out, consolidate domestically, but it's the Pakistan...